Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Hi5 edition of the DH podcast. My name's Nick, and today is February 2nd, 2021. We got to start off with nothing other than the Stafford and Goff trade. Of course, it dropped over the weekend, but as we get farther and farther out into the week and people are getting more and more comfortable, we learned that they were together. So they were in Cabo. There were a few other guys like Jay Glazer that were even there with them too, that they were there before the news, during the news, and after the news at this Cabo resort. And this Cabo resort is a popular place for a lot of people because, even Sean Payton and Drew Brees were there at the same time. Now, that's a little odd because is it a coincidence? Is it not? To me, I got it as a coincidence. And if you're a Saints fan, you should be wanting to see Drew Brees and Sean Payton hanging out because, frankly, I know that Drew Brees has trouble throwing the ball longer than 30 yards. I get it. But if you think that Drew Brees still is not better than Taysom Hill, who is a garbage pail, and Jameis Winston, who is a glorified garbage pail, but also doesn't have two positions, then I don't know what to tell you. Then you're going absolutely bananas because Drew Brees is one of the best to ever do it. There's no denying it. We've talked about it for weeks and weeks and weeks, that the only thing that's going to get him down is his playoff longevity. Because now, if you're looking at the fact that Tom Brady in one season, count it one season in the NFC, has matched both Aaron Rodgers, who people say is better than Tom Brady, and Drew Brees in NFC titles, it's a bad look. It's a real bad look for those guys that are trying to stamp their name on NFL history. Simple as that. Having Stafford with McVay was awesome because it showed that these two guys like each other. They're going to be fans of one another, and this is going to be something that continues to take place. So they've already got the connection. Now, how will they be able to translate it on the field? Dan Orlovsky said this yesterday. I couldn't agree with him any more that Stafford needs to come out and have an Aaron Rodgers type season. MVP coming down the back half of the season year and at least winning one playoff game. I don't know how if they're gonna keep the playoffs next year or go back to the old way. I don't know. But to me, they need to make sure that Stafford can prove people wrong because nobody's watching Stafford in Detroit. That's the reason why he's catching so much slander on social media. And it's understandable. Detroit's not the best place to be. And I also don't know why people are saying, I'd rather live in Detroit than LA. I get it. I'm from Ohio. I get the Midwest appeal. Don't ever talk that nonsense. Truly don't. Unless you're obsessed with snow and that's it. Other than that, you're just lying to make yourself feel better about your own nostalgia and your own bias. That's okay. It happens. But don't get me caught up in that. That's for sure. Hopefully, Stafford will be having that season because he's got that skill. All right. Number 2, Packers GM had a press conference stating that, quote, I don't think I have to do a lot of assuring him when coming to Aaron Rodgers and talking about what is going to be happening with him and the team next season. Well, let me tell you what, you sure as shit better be doing a lot of reassuring. You better. And you want to know why? Because he is too good for the management there. When I say he's one of the best of all to ever do it, I sincerely mean it. I think Aaron Rodgers is a top 12 quarterback to ever step on a playing field. And you want to know what? You have ruined this perfect season for him because he could have gone to the NFC title game, but a couple things are wrong here. Couldn't convert when Tom Brady had 3 interceptions. And then also, at that point in time, how do you convert? Well, you use offensive weapons to convert. And of course, like Lazard and Adams, there's no shortage of good players on the Packers. We know that. There's a reason why they were in the divisional championship game. But also at the same point in time, that if you don't think that more could help out with that, you're wrong. Oh, and where do you get more talent for the draft? Oh, that's right, the draft. You get more talent from the draft to use in those big games. And what did they do with their first round pick? Well, they drafted Jordan Love. Oops. Quote, he's our quarterback and he's our leader. He's your leader, but I don't know how much longer he's going to be your quarterback because of the absolute disrespect you continue to show him. Simple as that. I wouldn't want to be your quarterback. Obviously, I have no athletic skill, so you wouldn't want me either. I get that. But if I'm Aaron Rodgers, no way in hell. I'd be looking for a team that's going to build around me. Look at what the Bucs did, literally in one season. Packers have no excuse. The Packers' loss falls at their own feet. Always has. And unfortunately, that means that they risk losing one of the best quarterbacks to ever be a part of the organization. Number 3, shit keeps getting worse for the Mets. I mean, it really does. You went from having Stephen Cohen to Porter, Mickey Callaway, and now you've only got one, and it's the treasonous billionaire that hates the normal person, Uncle Stevie Cohen. My Mets fans that are friends are going to rally around, tell me that no, Steve's a great guy. He wasn't a part of making sure that Robin Hood stood still and making sure that I lost a few $100s. Nothing wrong with that at all. Well, I'm going to hold that grudge forever. And Mickey Callaway coming out also being a complete pervert on different teams to many different women. Well, another, I don't know what to, misogynist is obviously a word. I don't know what other words we're going to use here. Creep, predator, pervert. I don't know what the right word is. I don't know what the wrong word is. They're just absolute creeps. From we got 62 text Porter, dick pic Porter, to Mickey Callaway telling women that they need to be sleeping naked because it's better for their skin, and that he doesn't know how he's going to get to sleep at night. Like, it's disgusting. All these guys are still using emoticons. Who are you people? We do not do colon and parentheses anymore. It just doesn't happen. This is not a typewriter. This is not a flip phone. Welcome to the world of emojis. Get used to them. Get comfortable with them. They're fun. Don't be a weirdo. Don't be a weirdo. Now, wrongly placed emoji can definitely give off some weird vibes. So, I'll take that with some grain of salt. Regardless, Mickey Callaway's under a lot of hot fire. He was not immediately fired like Porter was, but Uncle Stevie deleted his Twitter because he could not handle the Twitter mob because he's an out-of-touch billionaire. And when he realized that he couldn't just say, hey, I'm just trying to make a living. Well, when you have billions upon billions and you own a sports franchise, you are no longer just trying to make a living. So he couldn't have had a worse PR weekend for himself, and especially after he deleted his Twitter. And the Mets, bad 3-week stretch. Could not have been I assume it could have been a worse 3-week stretch, but a really, really bad 3-week stretch. And whoever is their PR manager, they need a raise because they're getting great players and they have terrible people in the front office. So we'll see what the Mets do. I could be here tomorrow morning telling you that they did something totally different. I have no idea, but there we are. Number 4. I don't know who put this number together, but it was on ESPN. The Super Bowl betting is expected to decrease by 37%. I mean, who thinks these things? Not me. And you want to know why? Because I'm not an idiot. Gambling is only going to increase. Stocks only go up. Gambling only increases. We're legalized in more states than ever before. Passed the state legislatures more than ever before. Only on the up and up. So why wouldn't just overall gambling be up? It's going to be. And at the very least, it'll cut even. But losing 37%, both too difficult tasks to fold. And of course, I promise you, I should go and check here because they're going to come out with metrics that move the goalpost and say, no, we meant bets that were placed, Monday through Friday, not Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Sure. whatever you say. People found a way to bet last year. People are going to find a way to bet this year. Deal with it. This is the future, old man. What else can I say? Number 5, we're going to round it out here on a lighter note than just me being angry and ranting all the time, is that Punxsutawney Phil saw a shadow. I don't know what you do with that one. 6 more weeks of winter. I don't agree, because Buckeye Chuck, who's our Ohio guy, apparently did not see his shadow, which means that spring is right around the corner. I back my people. Punxsutawney Phil is rarely right. He's right about as much as weathermen are, and that's, again, rarely. So, take it with a grain of salt. Believe whoever the hell you want. But I hope you have an incredible day, and we will see you tomorrow.